Hello swords friends, so in today's edition of Meet with Swordier, we're going to bring to you 3 katanas which represent Swordier's most commonly sold katana on our website and also on our store. So I personally handpicked 3 katanas with different specifications and also with different classifications. So hopefully right after I dive into all the details, it will help you to choose the katana from Swordier. Alright, so let's get into it. The first one. The reason why I put it in the bottom is because it's cheaper. So if you are katana lovers, you can never miss the suba making here. So this 3 represents 3 materials which we used in Swordier very commonly. And also this is elevating, and for the suba it's the brass with those antique fillings with a little bit of gold and silver gilded on it, and also this is the iron fittings. So I think if you want to tell the value of a katana, suba is always a good start, alright? And also the scabbard, you don't see the much differences with the scabbard. Some of them is plain, some of them with like a little bit punted, but I don't think I have to mention that much, because if you are practice with the katanas, especially for ieros, and also you practice cutting those tatamis, you don't care much about how the scabbard, as long as it fit in the katana very good. You don't have hear all those wobbling sound when you just shaking the katana. I think that's the quality check for your katana when you have it. And then let's compare the suka, which you will see a lot of differences from the suka from here. As you can see, now I'm a showcase right here with different colors, and if you look at the reskin underneath it, and you can tell the difference directly. It's just a little bit soft compared to the genuine reskin. Right, this one is a fake reskin, and if you use your finger to scratch it or pinch it, sometimes you can feel like a little bit soft. But for the genuine reskin, it feels really tough, sturdy, and also this is the most direct way to check if your reskin is genuine or not. And if you look closer, the casher normally match with the manuki and also with the suba right here as well. If you have the elo fittings, you don't have those brass makugis or the casheras. Alright, so when you choose your katana, you gotta make sure it matched with those mountings and also the fittings. Normally we have like 2 makugis for the safety lock of the nakago. Alright, so you will see from here these 2 makugis right here. There we go. But I haven't mentioned that this one is a spring steel and this one the titan, and this one is actually a pattern welded. Now I show the face of the blade. There we go. I'll just put it right here for the direct compare. Now, I put them all right here, and you can see the direct differences for this 3 blade. Let's start from the bottom as well. Alright, so basically, as a common practice in Swordier, the blade length, normally we design it to 71 centimeter, and the hilt, all the same, is 26 centimeters. But to be clear, all the sword displayed right here is battle ready. It's not for something like a display show or display sword or warhammer. This is the definitely battle ready sword. So all forged pretty well, even though they had like a different material. This one is pattern welded. It sharpens so well with this buhi to decrease the weight of this blade. The one I'm holding right here with all the saya is 1060 grams. And also you don't feel very heavy in your hand even though you use it one-handed. So this is the design feature of this blade. And also when you move on to the tip right here, very traditional shinogi tsukuri blade style blade geometries, and also the buhi is designed so well, the transition is so smooth right here, almost to the tip, but stop right here. And you will see the yakuti right here. All right, I will just hold it right here. So this basically has all those traditional Japanese summer katana features, and it looks just beautiful, especially with those pattern welded feature. But come on, under $100 for a sword like that, you can't get it wrong. And especially it's battle ready and it's sharp enough to cut all those things. But when it comes to cutting performance, I got to mention this one, our Tameshigili series, which we designed with this wider blade. If you take a look, make a compare with other blade right here. I will just show it right here. It's totally so different. Normally the sword, the katana we designed, especially with the buhi right here, either it's T10 or pattern welded, it's 3.2 centimeter, but this one is 3.5 centimeter. Very formidable, right? And also you don't see the buhi right here, so it makes a little bit heavier compared to this one, because this one I'm holding right here is already 1090 grams, and the balance point for this Tameshigili spring steel katana is 70 centimeters. All those different ones, like this pattern welded and the T10, is only 13 centimeters. So for this one, it's designed for the cutting performance, right? And with no buhi, it felt a little bit heavier. But I gotta mention that this temper line, which we call it hamon, actually is a cosmetic hamon, because this is a spring steel, it's through hardened. For through hardened blade, you don't have to go through those quenching process to create the temper line. This is the mindset in Longquan swordsmiths, because if you're talking about the functionalities and the performance of the sword, we don't want to fool our client that, oh, we have this temper line just to be more authentic to the traditional Japanese sword. No, when you have this functional sword right here, it's a cosmetic hamon, just to create this aesthetic wheels for the sword. But if you take a closer look, it's cosmetic. All right, so there's no function. There's no functionalities to have those hamon on the spring steel. Remember that. But this is Tameshigili. If you check the former videos we have been posted, it cuts so well. And also there are a lot of sword lovers has been using this sword to do a lot of cutting performance and also do the cutting reviews as well for this sword. So basically, if you wanted to have a sword to practice those Tameshigili, especially for the cutting test, for the tatamis, bamboos, and some heavy material. Let's see the wood. This probably gonna be the good choice for you. All right, so I will just put it right here. Now I share all the differences as well. The next come to the T10 blade, which is normally above $200 on the market. It's the same for us as well, with all of the features. I can tell you it looks pretty good. I mean, like what I said, those antique brass subas, and also genuine reskin manukis, and also the makugis right here. It just make a perfect match for this sword. Let's say you are a yellow lovers, all right? This is definitely something you can use it to have it in your hand, and it felt really lightweighted, and you can just easily hold it in your hand. It's only weighted without the saya right now is 1040 grams, and with this also buhis so beautifully made to decrease the weight to make this sword really beautiful. And one thing really important, this is not through hardened, it's clay tempered. It goes through those quenching process to harden the edge, and also you have like a fairly softer span like this. And it makes this like a different harness and a different functionalities. Right now on the market, I think 50% of katanas are made of T10, those high carbon steels, all right? And also with this wavy temper lines, it just makes this sword really beautiful. And also very traditional Zukuri shinogi Zukuri blade geometries, yakuti right here. It's really designed to the authentic Japanese katana. So I definitely understand why a lot of people love using Titan as their favorite katana material. Now, right after we showcase this three katanas, let's make a conclusion. Alright, so when you choose the sword, you're gonna think about the kashra, alright, which is the mounting and fittings, and also you're gonna think the blade material, and also you're gonna think about the authenticity of the sword. So from my perspectives, when you make a purchase of the katanas, the size is the least thing you're gonna think about. I think you're gonna start from the blade material first, because different blade material can have like a different functionalities. I have been talking about the differences between the spring steel pattern welded and also Titan a lot of times, and you're gonna start from there. And second, you're gonna think about the kosher, which is the fittings of the whole katanas. You want to brass and take, or you just wanted the alloy fitting to save the cost of the katana, or you just wanted to make it on to be more authentic to the traditional, which is the older time of those samurai katana. And also you're gonna consider if you wanted to use the genuine semigama, which is the genuine reskin, or you use the fake one. So this is some really important factors can determine the cost of the katana and also determine authenticity of the katana as well. Right after you have all those informations from the description of the sword, now you can make your purchase, and I think you are ready. But to be clear, I'm not a professional Yado practitioner or I'm a professional swordsmith, but from my perspective, all those years experience in dealing with the katanas, if you want to just buy a sword, just wanted to cut in some tatami in your backyard, and also you cut in some practice with the bottles and also some heavy materials, I think Tamashigiri series is the best choice. But if you are a collector or reenactors, I think you're gonna start from like a Titan, because when you have the Titan, you're gonna have those authentic hamon, which is the beautiful temper lines. You can start by collecting different hamon, which is different temper lines. We have those sukuhas, you have those wibi temper lines, and also you have those exaggerated hitasula temper lines as well. So it looks really beautiful as a collector. I think if you want to save a cost a little bit, Titan will be a really good starter, especially you got some like sword lover friends coming over to your house. I think you can always start from a Titan, especially remember to use those brass kashra. All right, this is the best choice. But if you just a entry-level user of a katana, you just feel like, oh, I just watch all those animations and it feels just really good. I wanted to have a katana to have a feel about it. Look, pattern welded, all right? It looks beautiful and also really sturdy. It adopted the traditional long-chain forging skills. It makes this sword not just battle ready, it's authentic as well. And also with all the alloy fittings and the fixed reskins, it saves you a lot of cost, and you can definitely start from there. It's not gonna perform very well compared to the spring steel or a Titan, but this is definitely some entry-level katana you can choose from us. All right, so I think I will made all those different things all together. I might make some mistakes about all those swords, especially it's my own perspective. You are more than welcome to leave your comment or share with us all your thoughts with different blade material and also different kashra designs. If you want to learn more information, you are more than welcome to check out our website, Swordier.com, and also you can always send us the email as well. All right, all sword friends, stay sharp and stay tuned. Bye bye.